Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its measures.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Such processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No.
Taking cover.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Reactor reinforcement door sealed. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor turret defenses online. Reactor turret defenses offline. With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions. I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor.
Dictates this individualists will always covet their abundance. Prudence dictates it is the in the resilient.
Tomfoolery is this? Employing a thorough, methodical search pattern. Through his beneficent guidance. Lollygag somewhere I ain't.
Our feed functions without complaint or
They manufactured one! Wherever are they now?
Seems disruptive influences.
Charging boldly into the fray.
archive reactor has been returned to operational status. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the archive central database to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data
All
further.
fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictate. Cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity. Our sense of community. They sneak. Preserve said progress. Sustain the
Ah,
system.
the operator has returned.
Ray gone astray? Look a stay today. You mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Console.
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can...
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required. I am unable to initiate Rift data processing until these vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities are resolved. Priority control access NUC unsealed. Initiate purge. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously. A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. Foster depend. Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net prop. Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable... Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input. Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I'd contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many calculations left to perform. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. In addition to processing your data, I found time to restore the lift to Spyreton. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Commander, this unit advises returning to the incognito to follow up on your newly acquired...
Abides. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assignment? Them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
We repel invasive elements.
This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority: low, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels in the failure to make proper preparations. Acknowledge. It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the Archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. Donning armor before embarking on this mission is highly recommended. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
But to what end is he working here? The Consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Only one person here knows Horizon Point as well as you, Commander. Should be me, watching your back. Like old times.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
As if the rift's not hair raising. Hair raising enough? Something about those soldiers up ahead's got my spine tingling. There she is. Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangle.
out of sight and on the way. To the rescue. The Rick really rung them up good, didn't it? Ain't nobody that deserves this. You know, if the lives and deaths of millions weren't in the balance, that would make a fine agility course. But the rift modulator ought to make our path clearer.
Thought my plasma shower days were behind me when I looked around.
enter and endure.
Raring to go.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen, Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the Rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Val and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but DeVries never intended for us to finish the mission. We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left me like this? Not right. Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you? How much time? With the way I'm bleeding out, I ain't sure how long I can hold on. Then go bring the fight to those bastards. I'll do my best to hold on.
Can't believe it's come down to leaving you. Again.
Don't look so glum, Rookie. You ain't getting rid of me so easy. Hurry back, huh? I'll keep the porch light on. I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
apart from the whole rendering space-time with Sun. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.